Um, well, maybe winnable, actually. I don't know. Let's go for Call Darkness. I don't think it's worth pressing Bone Barrage. My Rose typing's kind of useless versus this team. We'll go for Sandstorm. Oh, we ate it with the Elemental instead of the Dragon. That's good. Um. Okay, so he goes for Sunlight. If he goes for Photosynthesis, I kill the Blossoming Ancient. And I change his weather. Nice. Alright. One down, two to go. And that one has Sunlight on cooldown. Oh, and he's rooted. This is great. That means I can... I want to swap right now. But that means I'm going to be rooted. I think that's fine. I mean, it's a good matchup. I take weak damage from his life sap. Definitely changing that weather instantly. Because it buffs his photosynthesis and life sap healing. He's rooted, so I could go for a lift-off, actually. Bone Barrage might just kill him. Let's just go for Bone Barrage. Nice, we land him all, he's dead. I'm rooted for one turn. I'm not sure if I want to lift off. I think I might actually just pass. Because I want to change that weather immediately, not in 2 turns. We'll go for, could go for Sandstorm, or it could go for Mudslide. Either one does the same thing too as healing. I think I'll go for Mudslide because it's a shorter cooldown. And because I don't really want to root myself necessarily. It might be fine at this point, but... let's go for Sandstorm because most damage. Oh yeah, that's another reason why it's nice to go for Mudslide first if I can. So I don't have to worry about 10% misses. Darkness should kill him here. Let's go for a... Let's go for an Ooze Touch. He's gonna use Sunlight here. I'll just go for an Ooze Touch. I take weak damage from Iron Bark. So I could either just stay in and go for Mudslide. Or I could swap and go for Darkness. Let's bring in the Bone Serpent. Darkness does more damage, so it'll definitely kill him. Yeah, see, Mudslide would not have killed him because he heals for 5 billion with 1 tick of photosynthesis. Alright, great job, Roggy. In case I get that same team, I think I'll play another team with Roggy because he does pretty well versus healing teams. I don't think I'll get him. He tends to dodge, whether he wins or loses, but not always. So I could play another sandstorm pet. I could play the Cobalt Ram. Kind of like this one, just so I have an extra weather. And that's exactly the kind of... Oh, is this a rematch? I sure hope it is. If it's somebody like playing a fun team, I'll just play something fun. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not fair. I'll obviously completely destroy that team. So, like I said, the Blossoming Ancient Fern, double Blossoming Ancient player is a dodger, so I probably won't see him again for the rest of the video. If I do, I have plenty of teams with Roggy that I can try out. I think probably the best one is this one right here. Bone Serpent, Roggy, and Itchbite. Itchbite's really good versus those kinds of teams. But let's just pick a fun team. Let's play Snarly. Still trying to theorycraft some good teams with Roggy. I stole this one. This one wasn't mine. I think it's really strong. But I'm not a big fan of playing like two of the same family generally. I think it's more creative to like play with three different. It's partly that it's more creative, and also I think it makes the gameplay more interesting. It's kind of boring just having like two undeads and being like, you have a humanoid, I win. Okay, so we got Arphis and a Darkness Pet and a Hermit Crab, and I'm not sure what he's going for with this team. Probably has Bubble. Let's probably start with the Fledgling Warden Owl, I would imagine. I'm going to start with my Fell-Afflicted Skyfin. I'm assuming he's running Ice Tomb and Zubies. It's generally the best move set. So if I swap him, it'll bring in the Hermit Crab. Let me just swap him. I don't want him throwing up Ice Tomb because I have no way to avoid it. Besides, besides my swap. Okay, so he has Bubble. I'm gonna bring in Alarmo Dog. He has a Bubble Breaker with Alert. Nice, bringing in Arphis. Oh, and he's gonna be able to block my Minefield. That sucks. Maybe I just bring the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin. I mean, he's not gonna be great versus these two pets. I think that's my best bet, is just bringing the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin. Oh, he went for Haunt? Oh. I didn't expect that. Well, dang it. Probably gonna... yeah. Okay, well. Best thing I can do here is sacrifice my flyer to trade for his, maybe. And goodbye all of my health instantaneously. It was nice knowing you. We'll just eat the Nocturnal Strike on him. Oh, he missed. That's huge. Oh, but I missed. That's unfortunate. Oh, well. If he misses again, could take out his flying racial. No luck. Okay. Well. Let's bring in the Alarmo Dog. I can't go for Minefield, because he can just block it with Bubble. I mean, I'll just go for alert. I guess I could use Minefield on his undead round just to eat a charge of bubble. I think it's better to just go for Overtune. Just have the speed buff. Yeah, I'll just go for Minefield. That way he has to bring in the Aquatic, because I don't want him bringing in the Flyer while I have Shattered Defenses. Yeah, so he's going to block it. But he can't really take advantage of Shattered Defenses as hard as the Flyer can. So I can get rid of that bubble right now. Oh, just kidding. Maybe I save the Alarmo Dog to 1v1 the Warden Owl later. I don't really want to take a dive with 50% extra damage. I don't have a bubble breaker on Snarly. It's in my best interest to just stay in here. If he goes for bubble, okay, yeah, he knows better. Okay. 142 plus 298. $440. Nice. As long as I don't miss. Alert kills him. Even without the crit. He might be in the clear here. Question is, do I go for Overtune or do I go for Alert? I think Overtune is better. Because I should survive 2 turns since I still have my Mechanical Racial. Actually, I might survive 3 turns. 219 plus 73. Alright. He didn't press bubble, GG. Close game. I think I did have to use the Minefield there. Because if I just went for the Overtune, he would have brought in his Flyer and like one-shot me with Shattered Defenses and Darkness. I'm surprised he's running Haunt. I feel like the other ability is... Haunt is just not that good. It's been nerfed so many times. Okay. That was a tough team, actually, kind of, for this team. So... I think the Darkness Bird is probably what I'm the most scared of. The Hermit Crab's alright, but... I'm thinking, how about this team, maybe? We have... Mr. Delver can break bubble. I can eat Haunt pretty effectively with Roggy. Sandstorm. Itchbite can trade for the Flyer because he's an undead. Not sure how this would do. It's not like the best counter ever for that last team. Maybe this team? This team would be more this team would be more effective at soaking Nocturnal Strikes and yeah, I think the only thing that I'm seeing as a problem is that Hermit Crab will probably give me some trouble since I have not the best bubble breaker ever. But how scary is he really going to be? Like Sandstorm already almost one-shots him and I have Crystal Overload. I'm going to try this team. I'm just hoping I don't get like Family Brawler of Beasts or something boring. Not that I'm scared, obviously. I think I'll win. But it will be boring if I get, like, say, that triple beast team that I just forfeited to. lot of family brawlers right now. I just keep getting like the same super boring critter team. I tried to make a video earlier and I had a couple decent games and then I just kept spam queuing into the same guy that would either just forfeit instantly. His team is just not very creative. He just has 2 speed rabbits. So I might make it a quick video. A short one, just go for like 3 games and call it for now. And then try again later whenever there's better queues in the bracket. Because right now, that last team wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. I don't love fighting darkness pets, but he only has 1. His other, I mean, Arfus is kind of interesting. I don't know why he's running Puppy Parade instead of Zoomies. Maybe he doesn't know about how OP Zoomies is, but Zoomies is insane. It wouldn't be that great if it worked as intended, but it'd still be probably, I think, better than Puppy Parade because that's just Stampede. Stampede's a PvE ability. The Zoomies is OP. Doesn't get affected by blinds, and it's a permanent speed buff. Even though it says it's supposed to be a 2-round speed buff, it's coded incorrectly, so you can just stack it up to infinite speed every time you use it. And it breaks Bubble and Decoy, which is nice. I mean, so does Puppy Parade, but this also locks you into the ability for 3 rounds, which is not ideal in PvP. Huh. Well, that was actually kind of an interesting team. It's too bad he ran away. I don't think he actually forfeited. I think the game was 2 seconds. Like how likely is it he literally forfeited in 2 actual seconds? Like the loading screen's probably longer than that for him. He probably just doesn't have midnight yet, and he probably got teleported into a midnight zone and got instantly teleported out at the start of the game. Sadly, that bug is still in the game for anybody who doesn't have an account with midnight purchased yet. Super lame. I mean, there's ways around it. That's why I used to always queue on my priest in Draenor. Because if you queue in Draenor, you won't be teleported out of the zone. You'll be the battle will take place for you somewhere in Draenor. And there's a couple other zones you can do that, like I know Kovok would use Deep Home because if you queue in Deep Home, you'll be teleported to somewhere in this zone, so the loading screens are very quick. You won't get like teleported out into somewhere that will bug out and, you know, cancel the game. I don't know how well my team will do versus him, but I'll just queue the same team. I'm not going to try to snipe him or anything with a counter team. I did notice he had a rabbit. That's going to be a problem, probably. I would imagine start with the Rotten Little Helper. So I think I probably want to start with my Elemental since... Okay, well this works. All 3 of my pets are going to be decent at soaking Haunt. Does he have Haunt? Yeah, he has Haunt, probably. He might have Foreboding Curse. Let's go for a Rock Barrage. I'm assuming he's going to go for a Haunt here. I want Trembler versus these 2 pets, so maybe I'll have somebody else soak the Haunt. Kind of thinking about Roggy. Not sure. Yeah, let's bring in Roggy. My Kunchong Hatchling's kind of in a rough spot here because he has a lot of mechanical damage probably on his team. So he's bringing that little bling. Is it worth going for Crystal Overload? I think I just pressed Sandstorm. TBH. Get that damage mitigation going instantly because Sandstorm, like, completely shuts down all of Little Bling's attacks. Since he has, like, multi-hits and dots and... yeah. I don't need to go for the one-shot versus him. I'll just slowly but surely burn him down. So we can probably bring in... Tremblor. This is like the worst matchup ever for Little Bling. He has no chance of ever killing Tremblor. So we can go for a Rock Barrage, get that dot rolling. Rotten Little Helper probably doesn't have a much better matchup. Let's go for Nature's Ward. If he has Ice, Call Blizzard, I can just change the weather on him. So I probably want to use the Kunchong Hatchling versus the Undead, because maybe he wouldn't be terrible versus the Rotten Little Helper, actually. He might be a decent option for soaking Ice Tomb. I'm not sure. I guess it does do weak damage versus my Critter. And Tremblor is extra tanky. I'll just soak it on Tremblor, because he's the tankiest. Go for a Nature's Ward. Mike Leo wanted me to try making like a team with the Kunchong Hatchling with like the wrong build, basically. You can see I'm running Body Slam and Shell Armor with like an OP Sandstorm team. Not sure if this is the best team I could make, but I think it complements him well. He used Return to Rest while I was stunned. Does he use his... okay, he used Make It Rain, but I have Sandstorm up, so it shouldn't do that much damage to me. Again, Body Slam, and we shouldn't take any recoil damage because we have Shell Armor up. May as well heal here. Oh, and he's locked into Inflation. TBH, Trembler can just 1v3 his whole team. This pet is overpowered, and it should not be allowed in PvP. I feel the same way about Nature's Ward and Sandstorm being on two separate tiers as I do about Sunlight and Photosynthesis. It just shouldn't exist. It's dumb. It's overpowered. There's very little counterplay. Because I can just tank, like, 1800 damage, throw up Nature's Ward, and then heal on the backline. And I'm an elemental, so you can't even, like, nerf it with darkness. You just have to just sit there and watch me healing on the backline. About the only thing I can think of that would be pretty effective is something like this, Crystal Overload and Sandstorm. But even that doesn't one-shot you. It just does a lot of damage that I can then soak. I can soak and heal on the backline. Yeah. Dumb pet. They need to nerf him. They need to make it so you can't take both Sandstorm and Nature's Ward, because he's too tanky with those two abilities. It doesn't even matter that his other moves, that his basic attack is kind of not that great. you could probably solo lots of teams by literally just pressing Sandstorm and Nature's Ward and not even attacking. They'll just eventually die to Sandstorm because it's so overtuned. And they can't ever kill you because the healing of Nature's Ward is OP that you can just do on the back line. So yeah, I think that team is pretty OP. I don't know if I'll play it again. Unless I'm like queuing it of really strong teams. I think it would be fun to like uh, troll that Sunlight guy, but as you can see, I've queued 5 games. Nowhere to be seen. Guy's the biggest dodger of all time. I'll see him again here eventually. But he likes to queue like once every hour or something, and then just hope to uh, queue into somebody that doesn't have like Darkness or Rot Breath or, Sandstorm or some sort of way to fight back. And it's just like a battle of attrition. Super troll team. Um, at this point, what time did I queue into him? I queued into him. It was about 20 minutes ago. I might see him again. Um, Maybe I play another team with Roggy, just in case I queue into him. The thing is, if I queue into him and I instantly forfeit, he's even more likely to just dodge like this, so... Oh well. I'll just try to play a fun team, and... If I queue into him, oh well. So we could play with Zoom. Definitely not beating Triple Sunlight with this team. I feel like if I got a matchup like this would be a bit more of a fair team. We'll play it, see how it goes. It's definitely a bit of a meme team. I guess it has some decent coverage. So we have a weakness to beasts here with Zoom. A double weakness, actually, because he's a critter and he has humanoid damage. So I have Dibbler to cover my weakness to beasts. And then the Snapdragon classic combo with mechanicals to cover their weakness to elementals and then also buff their damage with Call Lightning. This team's kind of cool. It has 2 abilities that are priority moves and it has 2 roots. Do you have any other teams with Zoom that look fun? This is basically the same team I played earlier versus that Arthas team. Oh, nice. Good game, Blizzard. Okay, so he has a power ankle render. This is a pretty one-sided match. I have all of the beast damage I could ever want. Let's start with Dibbler. He might blind me, so I feel like he's going to go for a blind. I'm going to go for a drill charge. And then if he dots me, I'll just swap. Well, honestly, no matter what he does, I will just swap. We can bring in our Snapdragon. And since he is the power speed, I win the coin, or I win the speed. Yeah, that was unwinnable from his point of view. Dibbler just pretty much turbo countered his whole team, so that was lucky. Okay, let me try. Let me try this team. It's not going to do as well versus Triple Beasts if I get him again. But I feel like this team's actually a little better, a little more well-rounded, maybe. Damage-wise. Because like that last team would just auto-lose to, say, a Family Brawler of Elementals. I mean, so would this if it's like Blossoming Ancients. But yeah, this will be a little bit more interesting. So, let's go for Arthas. Because he's going to blind me. And Zoomies don't give a fuck. So the first one will miss. And the next 4 won't. Or at least have a chance not to. Yep, all 4 of them land while I'm blinded. Good game, Blizzard. And now I have permanent 364 speed for the rest of the game. Okay, so let's bring in the Cobra. It helps a lot that he has the wrong breed of the Death Adder. Because I can win the coin flip, throw up Sandstorm before he hits me with Puncture Wound. It's going to hit really hard, but it's mitigated by Sandstorm. It looks like he might be running Aura of Gonk. He might have Black Claw, so I don't want to take that. I'm going to bring in Zoom here, I think. Okay, so he has Face Bite. I can root him. Do I root him, or do I Shell Shield first? Let's Shell Shield. Oh man, this guy's going to be all sorts of outspeeding me. Oh, I missed. Come on, Zoom. Got to do better than that. So he's probably going to go for Aura of Gonk here. Is there anything I can do about that? So it heals for 92 each time they deal damage. It doesn't matter if it's strong damage versus me. Oh, but it does extra damage if he's below 50% HP. Okay, let's bring in Arthas. There's no way I'm going to kill him through Aura of Gonk, so I'll just go for an Ice Tomb. If he brings in the Death Adder, I'll just kill him on this round. 361. Do I just go for Zoomies? Maybe I could outspeed him. Nah, I shouldn't be able to outspeed him, probably. Let me go for Bone Bite in case he swaps, because Bone Bite is guaranteed to kill the Death Adder. And then I'll go for Zoomies here. The smart thing would be for him to bring in the Death Adder to eat the Ice Tomb. How fast am I now? 494. He still would be faster for one more Zoomies, but that's pretty Pretty dumb. 494 permanent speed. Not particularly fair. So I think what I'll do is I'll stay on Arfis until he's dead. Uh-oh. Is he faster than my... Oh, he is faster than my Cobra. Uh-oh. Well. Oh. Okay. Let's go for Ice Tomb. Yeah. That was going to be close, but I was going to win in the end. I was just going to bring in Zoom, and he wasn't going to be able to kill me with the Primal Cry, and that was his only attack. And I could just spam. Well, I was probably going to go for Sticky Goo because it's the most damage, and then I'll just go for a couple charges to kill him with a priority move. Ding. Okay. Let's see here. Decisions. Should I take this talent or nothing at all? Gee, I don't know. That's a tricky one. I might regret it, but I think I'm going to take that talent. Alright, well, hopefully I don't get that team again, but if I do, I think this team will probably do great. Mr. Delver will probably just about 1v3 him. If I get that, asshole Blossoming Ancient Dodger, I think this team at least has a chance to beat him. And because it's about that time where he's going to be queuing again, that was about 30 minutes ago, right? That was about 40 minutes ago. I kind of expect to see him crawl out of his cave here in a second. Troll my bracket again with triple photosynthesis sunlight. I'm going to play this team. Because Itchbite's going to be one of the best pets, actually, versus that annoying dragon healing pet. And then, yeah, Roggy's pretty good. I think he's a lot better with 2 weather abilities than running Crystal Overload, because it's like I think in PvE, Crystal Overload Sandstorm's probably going to be fantastic. But in PvP, there's just too many ways that like good pets are going to be able to avoid or deal with your one shot if you're going all in with Crystal Overload. Because, I mean, magic passively counters it, so if you queue into Anomalous, that's not even worth trying. And as you all know, if you PvP pet battle a lot, Anomalous is, well, sometimes you'll queue without seeing him a lot, but a lot of the time, like this is what your games will be: Anomalous. Out of these 15 games, I didn't see him for like 3 of them. So if you're queuing into nothing but Anomalous, that's not going to be very effective. And there's other magic pets too, like Lost Quill, Shady Murgleton, that are really strong and very prevalent. Like I queue into Shady Murgleton so freaking much at night, as you all know if you watch my videos. Speaking of which, if I get that guy, this team probably won't win. Maybe. Maybe if it's going to be RNG. If he stuns me with the Soul Rush on Mr. Delver, I don't think this team can recover. But I could be wrong. I think the better version of this team is going to be the Bone Serpent instead of Mr. Delver. Because Bone Barrage is just more OP than Build Turret. They accomplish the same thing, but Bone Barrage just does more damage. and there's fewer ways to counter it. Like, you can just clean up, or magma wave, or tidal wave, or grave destruction, and several other abilities. A build turret, and then it's not an effective way to deal with bubble or decoy. But those abilities don't work on Bone Barrage, and it does more damage. Plus, the undead racial is more OP. Sadly, we got the triple mechanic, triple beasts again. Okay, well, go, Mr. Delver. Time to 1v3. Just swap them since I'm faster. I think in the long run, I will want to replace Mr. Delver with the personal use sapper here. I just haven't leveled him up yet. Having 333 speed is going to be nice because these two pets are pretty not so fast. I'm going to burn down that ankle render in no time. And I know what he's running now, so he's going to go for Black Claw. And he's dead. He'll probably bring in the Death Adder if he doesn't run away here. Try to dot me, so I can just swap in maybe... Oh, he's bringing in that guy, Will. In that case, I'll just go for a build turret. It's very helpful to know what he's running. That makes my life a lot easier. I don't have to think about what if he's running, I don't know, something else. Okay, let's go for a missile. I'm just kind of on a timer to kill him before Aura of Gonk happens. This would be a relatively not this close game if he had the right breed of the Death Adder. But he should just go get himself a Rose type in. It's better. It's easier to get. You can get a speed Rose type in like 10 minutes. The Death Adder is pretty expensive. I'm assuming, based on his team, and the fact that he has the wrong breed of the Death Adder, he doesn't have Pet Battle BreedID. I think Pet Battles would be so much better if Blizzard just implemented 3 add-ons to the default UI. The number one is Derangement's Pet Battle Cooldowns, so that you can see in the middle of the battle, okay, my opponent has these cooldowns coming back on their backline pets, and they have immolation on this pet. It doesn't track everything. Like, for some reason, it's not able to track bubble, but the fact that I can track, okay, he has sunlight in 3 turns. He can't change my weather if I press it now, or, you know, whatever. It makes your awareness so much better to be able to see your opponent's abilities and not have to, like, scroll through the freaking book and see, okay, so he's running this pet, he might have these moves, okay, yeah, right, like, just let the add-on do it for you. So that's the number one add-on that they need to just, I'm sure it wouldn't take long, probably like rough estimate, like a day of coding to implement that add-on into the base UI. They should make Pet Battle BreedID baseline, because it's pretty important to know what possible breeds you have so that you know, oh, hey, maybe I can get a faster breed of my Death Adder, for example, or so on and so forth. And then Rematch, of course, should be baseline UI, because this is so much better than the whatever shit you're stuck with the default UI. Rematch is awesome. My only complaint is how it will track, like, it'll track the enemy forfeiting as a loss or as a draw sometimes randomly, but it doesn't really matter. The game still counts it as a win if you win. It's just, I sometimes look at my team and I go, wait a minute, I lost 7 games, and maybe this team isn't the best, but it's probably not actually lost 7 games. I probably just had my opponent forfeit a couple times, and, you know, then Rematch counts it. But yeah, those 3 add-ons would be super nice to have implemented into the game. All I'm getting is the same family brawler. This guy's dodging, and I haven't seen any fun teams, so I think I'm going to call it there for now. Try queuing whenever there's a little bit more variety. It gets a little boring just queuing into the same family brawler team over and over again. So, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to call it there and try queuing some more later. So, I'll see y'all in the next one.